We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 40 yards. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they?
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a two-point try. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Jones throw on target to Shepard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And Jones going to keep once more. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
They go play action with Hurts, sliding out of the pocket. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. The 20. 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 6-0 our score after one. They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Sanders again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and 10, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Shepard will go in motion right. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Throwing, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Watkins diving. He's got it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. 19 Tiger, 19.
Hurts will throw. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
On second down, here's Barkley. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, Jones. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. They'll get this down to the 38. 2nd and 8 coming up. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Going for it with Sanders. Ooh, with a juke. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that flag accepted. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A beautiful fake. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Operating from the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I
apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the screen.
Jones. They'll roll him out right. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they?
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
On first down, Hurts. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. Touchdown! Darius Slayton, 27 yards. And the Giants put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Even. 4th down. Even. Check 50. Check 50. Check 9. Check 9.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this to the 32.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, he finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Coming to you, coming to you. Here we go, 47.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
You. 50 seconds to mine. Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Check 43.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Pollard going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on third and goal. Now Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones completes this again to Shepard. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade. And is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He gets this into the hands of Brightwell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Now Jones. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 2-point game. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
He's crossing.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Now Prescott on 4th down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
Jones throwing to start the drive. That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Giants will add on on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action now. Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeau
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Prescott now from the 50. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Prescott yet again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.